The Czech 10 korun coin was masterfully designed by Ladislav Kozak, whose vision was to create a piece of currency that harmoniously bridged the gap between the historic identity of the Czech lands and the prestige of a newly independent modern state. By featuring the iconic St. Peter and Paul Cathedral in Brno on the reverse and the majestic double-tailed lion on the obverse, Kozak transformed a simple legal tender into a symbol of national resilience. Released during the monumental shift of 1993, the design serves as a permanent tribute to the country's architectural heritage and its bold step forward into a new era of sovereignty. The obverse of the coin features the proud national emblem of the Czech Republic, the legendary silver double-tailed lion. This powerful heraldic symbol, captured in intricate detail, serves as an enduring representation of courage, sovereignty, and strength. By placing this majestic lion at the heart of the design, the coin honors centuries of Czech tradition while standing as a bold statement of the nation's resilience and its unwavering spirit in the modern era. The reverse of the coin beautifully showcases the iconic silhouette of the Petrov Cathedral, a landmark of the city of Brno. Designed in 1993, this imagery was crafted at a pivotal moment when the nation was stepping into a bold new era of independence. By featuring this architectural masterpiece, the coin captures the spiritual and cultural essence of the Czech lands, symbolizing a bridge between a rich historical past and the promising future of a sovereign state. A fascinating chapter in the history of this coin is its production journey. The initial 1993 issues were actually struck at the Hamburg Mint in Germany. At that time, the newly formed Czech Republic did not yet have a domestic minting facility capable of handling such a massive volume of coinage for its new economy. It wasn't until later that production was fully transitioned to the Czech Mint, Česká minkovna, making these early German-struck pieces a unique testament to the country's rapid transition and the international cooperation required to launch its national currency. The journey of this coin represents a seamless connection between artistic vision and national execution. It began with the intricate designs of Ladislav Kozak, which were commissioned and approved by the Czech National Bank, CNB, to define the country's new monetary identity. Due to the urgent demand of the time, the production was then bridged to the Hamburg Mint in Germany for high-capacity striking, before finally being released into the hands of the Czech people. This chain highlights a remarkable collaboration between art, central banking, and international industry to bring a sovereign symbol to life. The emergence of this coin coincided with a period of monumental transformation known as the Velvet Divorce in 1993, when Czechoslovakia peacefully dissolved into the independent nations of the Czech Republic and Slovakia. Faced with the urgent need for a distinct national identity and a stable currency, the state fast-tracked the design and issuance of these coins. This shift was more than just political. It marked the country's decisive transition from a communist past toward a free market economy, with the introduction of the new Czech koruna serving as a cornerstone for financial stability and sovereign pride. The introduction of this coin marked a definitive economic turning point as the nation transitioned from a communist planned economy toward a dynamic free market system. To achieve financial stability and assert its new sovereignty, the state phased out the old Czechoslovak currency and launched the new Czech koruna. This monetary reform was not merely a change of cash, but a strategic move to stabilize the economy, curb inflation, and integrate the Czech Republic into the global financial landscape, with this coin serving as a tangible symbol of that successful transition. The depiction of religious and historical landmarks on this coin was a deliberate act of nation-building, designed to instill a profound sense of national pride within the citizens of the newly formed state. By immortalizing sacred architecture like the Petrov Cathedral on everyday currency, the government sought to provide the public with a tangible link to their rich cultural heritage. This artistic choice transformed a simple medium of exchange into a symbol of unity and resilience, reminding the people of their shared past as they collectively stepped into a future of sovereignty and dignity. The French 10 francs coin was an avant-garde masterpiece designed by the celebrated artist Georges Mathieu, who sought to break away from traditional numismatic conventions. His vision was to create a design that didn't just represent currency, but served as a bold manifesto of France's industrial power and its embrace of modernity. By replacing classical portraits with abstract geometric energy, Matthew captured the spirit of a nation transforming into a global economic giant, ensuring that every coin in the hands of the public was a tribute to innovation, progress, and the sophisticated aesthetic of the contemporary era. The obverse of the coin features an abstract representation of the map of France, masterfully rendered by Georges Mathieu with dynamic lines radiating outward. These striking rays symbolize France's expansive global influence and its radiating impact on culture, science, and industry across the world. By moving away from literal geography and toward a high-energy, abstract aesthetic, the design captures the essence of a nation that is both deeply rooted in its territory and vibrantly connected to the international stage, turning the coin into a symbol of modern French prestige. The reverse of the coin serves as a powerful tribute to France's technological prowess, featuring a stylized industrial crane alongside high-voltage electricity pylons. This bold imagery was chosen to symbolize the nation's rapid economic growth and its emergence as a dominant industrial force during the late 20th century. By moving away from traditional agricultural or royal motifs, the design celebrates the energy revolution and the infrastructure that fueled France's modernization, making the 10 francs coin a pocket-sized monument to the country's collective labor and industrial ingenuity. The production of this iconic coin took place at the prestigious Monnaie de Paris, an institution that stands as one of the oldest continuously operating enterprises in the world. Founded over a millennium ago, this mint combined its centuries-old tradition of excellence with cutting-edge technology to strike the 10 francs Matthew series. By entrusting such a modern and abstract design to an institution with deep historical roots, France ensured that every piece maintained the highest standards of numismatic quality, bridging the gap between ancient craftsmanship and the visionary future of French currency. The Matthew design was officially introduced in 1974. Arriving at a crucial moment when France sought a currency that reflected its new status on the world stage. At that time, the nation needed a visual identity that would instill a sense of pride and realization among its people that France had evolved into a true industrial superpower. By launching this modern 10 francs coin, the government provided a daily reminder of the country's technological leaps and economic strength, making the transition from a traditional past to a high-tech future tangible for every citizen through the money they carried. The life cycle of this coin represents a sophisticated collaboration between artistic genius and state authority. It began with the visionary concepts of the artist Georges Mathieu, whose abstract designs were commissioned and refined under the oversight of the French Ministry of Finance to align with the nation's strategic image. Once approved, the responsibility shifted to the legendary Monnaie de Paris, where historical craftsmanship was utilized to mass-produce the coin with technical precision. Finally, the coin was released into circulation, flowing from the hands of the French public into the global market, effectively serving as a traveling ambassador for France's modern industrial identity. The issuance of this coin celebrated a legendary era in French history known as the 30 Glorieuses or the 30 Glorious Years. This was a period of unprecedented economic prosperity and rapid modernization, during which the landscape of France was transformed by the rise of massive factories, nuclear power plants, and cutting-edge infrastructure. This 10 francs piece was specifically designed to serve as a tribute to this monumental progress, acting as a lasting commemorative symbol of the nation's journey from the struggles of the post-war era to its emergence as a high-tech industrial giant. The widespread release of this coin in 1974 occurred while the world was gripped by the 1973 oil crisis, a period that forced France to rapidly pivot toward energy independence. In response to skyrocketing global fuel prices, the French government accelerated its ambitious nuclear energy program to secure the nation's future power. The deliberate inclusion of high-voltage electricity pylons in the coin's design was a direct reflection of this energy revolution, serving as a powerful symbol of France's shift toward a nuclear-powered, self-sufficient infrastructure and its resilience in the face of a global energy upheaval. The introduction of this coin marked a true artistic revolution, as Georges Mathieu, a pioneer of the abstract movement, deliberately moved away from traditional numismatic imagery. Instead of featuring the customary portraits of kings or classical figures, he utilized bold geometric shapes and dynamic lines to redefine French currency. This avant-garde approach provided a completely new aesthetic experience for the public, challenging traditional perceptions of money and successfully transforming a common circulating coin into a pocket-sized piece of contemporary art that reflected the forward-thinking spirit of France.